There's something special about a car that can make grown adults turn their heads like kids again. And the Toyota Supra. Well, it's always been that car. From the glory days of the Mark IV to its rebirth in 2019, the Supra has carried a weight few cars can handle. Nostalgia, expectation, and performance all in one badge. But here's the real question. In 2025, is the Supra still worth buying? Because the game has changed. Competitors are sharper, faster, and some even electric. Yet Toyota's still betting on pure combustion. 6 cylinders, rear-wheel drive, and that unmistakable Supra silhouette. So today, we're finding out if the 2025 Supra still earns its legendary name, or if it's finally time to move on. Let's find out. All right, so here's what we're working with. The 2025 Toyota GR Supra, Toyota's halo sports car, born in Japan, refined with BMW DNA, and built for people who still believe driving should feel something. Under the hood, you've got 2 choices, but let's be honest, there's only one that really matters. The 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-six, co-developed with BMW, pushing out 382 horsepower and 368 pound-feet of torque. Rear-wheel drive only, just how enthusiasts like it. Now, for 2025, Toyota didn't reinvent the wheel, but they've fine-tuned it. The 6-speed manual option carries over, crisp, mechanical, and engaging, or you can go with the quick-shifting 8-speed automatic if you're chasing lap times instead of heel-toe perfection. It weighs just under 3,400 pounds, depending on configuration, and starts around $57,000, climbing close to $65K for the fully loaded premium model. But what really matters isn't on paper, it's how this thing feels. Still, before we get to that part, let's take a second to appreciate what Toyota's done visually, because this car still looks like nothing else on the road. From the moment you walk up to the 2025 Supra, it still feels like you're approaching something special, almost exotic. That long hood, the short rear deck, those sculpted hips, it's a shape that screams motion even when it's parked. From the front, the Supra still has that angry, almost animalistic face. Those sharp LED headlights look like they're glaring at you, daring you to drive faster than you should. The nose dips low, the fenders bulge high, and the stance. Man, it's planted. You can tell this thing was designed to carve corners. Not just look pretty in a parking lot. Around back, the double-bubble roofline tapers down to one of the best rear ends in the segment. The built-in ducktail spoiler, the wide haunches, and those twin exhausts that look ready to spit fire. Toyota hasn't changed much for 2025, and honestly, that's a good thing. They already nailed it. Now slide inside, and it's a different story. The cabin still feels snug, driver-focused, and surprisingly premium. It's very BMW underneath, which you notice in the switchgear, the infotainment system, and the layout. But Toyota's added their own subtle touches to make it feel more purposeful. The digital gauge cluster is clean and sporty. The 8.8-inch screen is simple and responsive, and the driving position? Absolutely perfect. Low, centered, and cocooned. You sit in the car, not on it. Materials are solid, too. Real leather, Alcantara in the right places, soft touch panels, and minimal distraction. No fake carbon, no gimmicks, just focused design. And while the storage space is about as generous as a glove box in a Miata, that's not why you buy a Supra. You buy it because every inch of this interior says one thing. This car means business. Let's talk about what really matters. How the 2025 Supra actually drives. You press the start button, and that 3.0-liter inline-six growls to life with a refined but purposeful tone. It's not obnoxious, just enough to tell you this car isn't here to cruise quietly through suburbia. It's here to move. Put it in sport mode, the exhaust valves open up, and the Supra transforms. Throttle response sharpens. The steering weight's up, and the whole car feels like it's coiled, ready to strike. You drop the clutch, or let the automatic handle it, and it launches. 0 to 60 happens in around 3.9 seconds, and it feels every bit as quick as that sounds. The rear end squats, the tires bite, and there's this beautiful surge of torque that pushes you back into the seat like a wave. But here's the magic of the Supra. It's not just straight-line speed, it's the balance. That perfect 50-50 weight distribution. The way the steering communicates every inch of road texture. It feels alive in your hands, not digital, not filtered. Take it through a set of corners and the chassis feels unbelievably composed. It grips, but it's playful. You can lean on it, rotate it, even slide it a little if you're feeling brave. And it never feels like it's trying to kill you. This isn't a car that punishes mistakes. It rewards confidence. The manual transmission is the real highlight here. The shifts are short, mechanical, and satisfyingly heavy. Not perfect, but engaging in a way modern sports cars often forget. Toyota didn't have to give us a stick, but they did, and it completely changes the character of the car. And even with all that power, it's surprisingly usable day to day. The suspension, adaptive of course, keeps things tight in corners but livable on the highway. The brakes are strong and predictable, and the visibility, while tight, is manageable once you get used to it. If you're wondering how it stacks up against rivals, think BMW Z4 M40i, Nissan Z Nismo, or even the new Mustang Dark Horse. The Supra still holds its ground. It might not have the brute power of a muscle car, but it's lighter, more precise, and in many ways, more rewarding to drive. And here's what's wild. In a world obsessed with electric speed and silent performance, the Supra reminds you why we fell in love with cars in the first place. That sound, that vibration, that moment when you and the machine just click. It's emotional, it's old school, and it's absolutely addictive. After spending time with the 2025 Supra, one thing's crystal clear. This car still has soul. It's fast, it's balanced, and it's unapologetically focused on the driver. And in 2025, that's becoming a rare thing. What impressed me most isn't just the speed, though it's seriously quick. It's the way it feels. Every shift, every corner, every throttle blip connects you to the car in a way few modern sports cars do anymore. It's not chasing numbers, it's chasing emotion. Sure, it's not perfect. The cabin is tight, the tech feels a little BMW light, and the price has crept up over the years. But the moment you hit that perfect corner, when the tires grip, the turbo sings, and the tail just hints at oversteer, all of that disappears. This is what driving should feel like. And Toyota gets that. So is the 2025 Supra still worth buying? Absolutely, but if you care about driving for the sake of driving. If you want something raw, mechanical, and beautifully balanced in a world of screens and silence, this is it. For me, it's an 8.8 out of 10. Not because it's flawless, but because it's honest. It delivers what it promises, and that's something you can't fake. So that's the 2025 Toyota Supra, a car that proves you don't need 1,000 horsepower or electric torque to have fun behind the wheel. You just need balance, soul, and a bit of attitude. If you've ever dreamed about owning something that makes you fall in love with driving all over again, take one for a spin. Because the Supra isn't just about performance, it's about connection. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps more enthusiasts find videos like this. And if you love real car reviews, not press release fluff, make sure to subscribe to Auto Frontier. We've got plenty more honest, cinematic reviews coming your way, from performance icons to the latest EVs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.